Hmm. Let's see. You got me. I think I came in. Oh, start video. Here we go. There we go. All right. I came in on the wrong thing. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. We got a quorum here. I think we're going to start as soon as I can see Councilwoman Miles. Let's see some.
Is Monet coming on?
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's why I'm trying to see.
I'm right here.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna kick this thing off. Hold on. Let me see how I get over to my Zoom. Make that bigger. Okay. There we go. All right. I'm gonna call this meeting to order. It's now 7:02 on Tuesday, May the 5th, also known as the Cinco de Mayo. Roll call, please. Councilman Fields,
Here.
Councilwoman Miles,
Here.
Councilwoman Neville,
Present.
let's go Councilwoman Willis, Councilman Brewer, Vice Mayor Nickerson, Town Manager. We have a quorum of 4 as stated by emergency ordinance, so we have all 4 of us here. Next on the agenda is a moment of silent prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. We bow for a word of prayer. In Jesus' name, amen. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under God, indivisible,
with
with liberty and justice for all.
Right, thank you. You see it. All right, next on the agenda is the adoption of the agenda.
I move to adopt the agenda.
Second.
All right, so the motion is made by Councilwoman Miles to approve the agenda. It's been seconded by Council Lady Neville. Is there any discussion on the adoption of the agenda? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to call for the vote. Councilman Fields? You're on mute, Councilman Fields.
Yes.
Okay. Councilwoman Neville?
Yes.
Councilwoman Miles?
Aye.
Okay, and we're going to note that Vice Mayor Nickerson and Councilwoman Willis has joined in the middle of the vote. So the motion carries as an aye for me, 4-0. So the motion carries 4-0 to adopt the agenda. All right, next on the agenda is our action items. A motion to terminate the employment contract of the town attorney. Councilwoman Miles.
I'd like to make a motion to terminate the contract of the town attorney.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Councilwoman Miles and second by Councilwoman Neville. Is there any discussion? Okay, seeing no discussion, we'll call for the motion. Councilman Fields.
Can you repeat that, please, Mayor?
Motion on the floor from Councilwoman Miles, second by Council Lady Neville, is a motion to terminate the town attorney contract.
We're going to have discussion on that?
Yes, do you have anything? That's what we asked. Is there any discussion?
Have we heard anything from the town manager? I'm sorry, from the town attorney.
No, sir. Would you like to hear something from him?
Town Attorney, do you have anything to say?
Thank you, Mr. Fields. Can you folks hear me tonight?
Yes.
You can.
Okay. I came to the town office because I was hopeful of using the desktop computer, but I wasn't able to sync it up, so I'm using the cell phone. Please let me know if I'm not coming through loud and clear. I was somewhat taken by surprise when Mayor Wood called me last Thursday evening. I know that things have gotten off to a rocky start. We've had it's been a strange situation with the teleworking and everything with the coronavirus. I know I upset some people on the council a couple of Tuesdays ago with in response to Ms. Willis's and some of the other thoughts about whether council could vote that night on the budget. And I've apologized to you for being mistaken as to my understanding of what was to take place that night. I can assure you all that anything I said that day was in good faith. It was based on my, albeit limited understanding, being new to the job. But I did so out of an abundance of caution and in the best interests of this council and this town. As I've said to you before, Attorney General opinions, such as the one Attorney General Herring issued on March 20th, are advisory only. They're not binding upon any circuit court judge in this county, and they're certainly not binding on any of the judges or justices of our appellate courts. The last thing I would have wanted is for council to take an action and then have somebody challenge it. And so I issued the guidance that I did. And I understand Ms. Pandak disagrees, but as she has told me, there are attorneys in Virginia who disagree with the opinion expressed by her and her colleagues from the Local Government Attorneys Association. So I can assure council I didn't mean to upset anybody, but I felt I had a duty to express my thoughts, my opinion as your legal advisor. I think the situation would have been worse if I was following the guidance or the thoughts of council, and I had misgivings about what council was going to do on April 21st, and I just kept my mouth shut. I could not, in good conscience, just sit on the sidelines, so to speak, and say, well, even if I think one way, it seems like the majority of council is going to vote tonight to adopt the budget. And I understand, there are differences of opinion, but I couldn't live with myself as your advisor, as your legal advisor, if I thought that maybe council was going too fast that night. If I had not said what I thought, I would have been not doing my duty to you folks, to the council. I would not have been performing my duty to you. And I couldn't live with that. I can live with people disagreeing with me, and I certainly understand that. And I respect what council did that night. I simply had to give the guidance that I thought was appropriate at the time, knowing that a lot of people, including Ms. Pandak, who I hold in very high regard, thought differently. And I understand that and I respect that. I simply felt that I had a duty to the council to express my thoughts when I was asked for my thoughts. And so I stand by what I said. I understand if people disagree, but I just wanted council to understand that because I haven't had a chance to talk to most of you on the telephone or in person since that day. It was an unusual day. It's been an unusual time. And I've admitted from the outset, I'm learning as I go. And I admit that. And I've appreciated the opportunity. All I can ask is that you folks, council, give me a little bit more time to show what I can do. You've been very gracious with me and I appreciate the opportunity. After 2 months, I don't know that I've had a full and fair opportunity to perform the legal services you hired me to do. And I hope you don't base your vote tonight or your judgment of me based on one day, one vote, one opinion. Other than that, I appreciate your time and I stand ready to hear any questions, take any questions. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fields.
All right, any further discussion on the motion on the floor? Council Lady Willis? Unmute yourself.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, there you go.
One of the things that I do not want our town attorney to think is the reason why I did not attend the last town meeting was because of anything of his opinions or anything like that. I think that this particular subject that we are discussing at this point in time should not be an open session. I think it should be in closed session, and just for the fact of what it is. And I don't think that 60 days, and I didn't think before, I mean, you had to, it is what it is, but I truly don't believe that 60 days is enough time to see what someone can perform and how they can do their job. We hired our town manager. He was not versed in being a town manager, and we hired him anyway. And I think that, from my own opinion, that our town attorney should be given the opportunity of continuing in his position. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Mr. Willis.
All right, is there any other discussion? All right, so there's a motion on the floor to terminate. A motion made by Councilwoman Miles, second by Councilwoman DeVille. All right. Councilman Fields.
Yes.
Councilwoman Willis. I think you're on mute.
No, not to terminate.
Okay, Councilwoman Miles.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeVille.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Nickerson.
Yes.
Okay, and Mayor Wood. So yes, motion carries 5-1. All right, next on the agenda is our next meeting, May 19th, or to be determined. This time, this meeting is adjourned.
Mayor Wood? Mayor Wood?
Yes, sir.
Can we go into closed session for just a second? What Councilwoman Willis mentioned is true under FOIA, that it's a performance. I'm not looking to argue. I was hoping we could go into closed session just to discuss a couple of wrap-up things with council. Would that be okay, or could I continue talking with you, sir?
Yeah, we can. We're gonna.
I'm not gonna argue, sir.
No.
You all made the decision.
We're gonna adjourn the meeting.
Okay.
Stop the.
Okay, well, if this meeting is adjourned, it was good seeing you all through the lens. Be safe and healthy. Good night.